Hello friends, I am ProfDTKasshid. I welcome you all for the online course on non-conventional machining. In this today's particular lecture, I will explain why do we need advanced machining processes. So, at the beginning of this discussion, the basic question arises is that what is the present day demand trends in various industries, especially aerospace industries, missile industries, automobile industries, nuclear reactor industries. So first we'll discuss the answer of this question. As we know that engineering materials which are in demand, they should have superior properties than the commonly used metals and alloys. And what should be the properties? Just as we see, they should have ultra high strength, very high hardness, very high temperature resistance, because there are certain component just like turbine blade. Yes, turbine blades, they operate at 1100 or 1200 degrees centigrade. So at that temperature they should be able to retain their shape and size and other properties while in use. Now when we use ultra high strong materials as workpiece material, then the question arises how to machine them. It becomes very difficult to machine workpiece material by conventional methods, where we know that work basic principle is that tool material hardness should be much higher than the workpiece material hardness, and this principle is well known to us. Then manufacturing area started to think or evolving new manufacturing processes, new machining processes, and the result was, as we all know, that advanced machining processes were evolved over the period of time. Here in advanced machining processes, important thing is that workpiece hardness does not matter in advanced machining processes. Advanced machining processes, as I just mentioned, that hardness is the barrier in case of conventional machining processes. So when we are using advanced machining processes, hardness does not remain as a barrier for the machining. Okay, now let us come to our topic. Why do we need advanced machining processes? Now there are various reasons why we do need the advanced manufacturing or advanced machining process. So the question arises, why do we need advanced machining processes? And the basic answer for this is that there are various limitations with conventional machining methods or conventional machining processes. Just like I have already mentioned that workpiece hardness should be smaller or lower than the tool hardness. The present day industries, they need very high level of surface finish. That means surface roughness value should be very low. Then again, every people are in the demand of nano level surface roughness value, that is RA should be in the range of 1 nanometer to 99 nanometer. There are various components which are 3D in nature, three-dimensional, just like turbine blades. The question arises how to make them by conventional method or conventional machining methods, which is very difficult, because these 3D components, many of these 3D components are made of super alloys which are very hard, or they have the hardness as good as that of cutting tool material also. So single point or multi-point cutting tool materials which we normally use in conventional methods, and their geometry in many cases are complex, and it is difficult to machine them by conventional method. So in most of cases industry people use CNC machine, that is computer numerical control machine. This is one point from where we get the answer of why do we need the advanced machining processes. Now as we know that increased workpiece hardness will lead to the decreased economic cutting speed, because as the hardness of the workpiece increases, as hardness of workpiece increases, the cutting speed at which in conventional methods you can machine this particular part keep on decreasing. That means productivity goes down, or you get lower productivity. That means more expensive component, more time consuming. And as we have already seen, there are rapid improvements in the properties of the work materials which are used as a workpiece material. Now again, next point, that is the metal and non-metal are used as a workpiece materials, just like stainless steel, high strength, temperature resistance, super alloys. Okay, so the now question arises, how can we machine them? How can you machine them? And when we see that properties of these materials, definitely we have to go for using the advanced machining processes. Now when tool material hardness is very close to the workpiece material hardness, then you require much superior quality of tool materials. Okay, so this point also we need to consider, and to overcome this point we have to go for the advanced machining process. This is one side. Now apart from the workpiece material properties, there are product requirements which are very complex, which are very complex in shapes. Many products are very complex in shape. Now many times you require, as I will give you some example, to machine the component in inaccessible areas. For the conventional cutting tools, maybe single point cutting tool or multi point cutting tools is required. There you definitely require advanced machining process. For what purpose? To machine the inaccessible areas, okay, using the cutting point tool. Also to overcome that point also we need advanced machining process. Okay, again, to obtain the size and the shape of the component with the tolerance less than or very small 10 micrometer, or even smaller than 10 micrometer, depending on the requirement of component, we require advanced machining process. Okay, you need sometime, you need better surface integrity. This is very important to understand. The surface integrity means surface after machining should not have any defect, maybe micro cracks or poor surface finish or heat affected zone kind of things should not be there, otherwise it may get rejected during the inspection. So for better surface integrity we require advanced machining processes. Now next point is miniaturization of products is the another thing which forces you to use advanced machining processes. You can see in the older days or even today we use the landline phones which are much larger in size as compared to the mobiles, and these mobiles have much more capabilities than landline phones. You can internet with the help of these mobiles, you can send email with the help of these mobiles, and everything is compacted in very small size of the product, that is mobile. Older computers and laptops, the older computers, say if you see this room, this size of room could not have much more memory than what you can have in the laptop, which is very small in the size. So the miniaturization is required very small size of component with different capabilities and very difficult materials, and for machining these components you definitely require processes other than the conventional machining process. That means advanced machining processes requires. And also industry people always talk of high productivity or high production rate. They need the processes which which can give high productivity while processing difficult to machine materials especially. Also they always demand that the cost of production should be lower or low as possible, so that they can have higher profit. Again, for the precise or precise and ultra precise machining or nanometer machining are the requirement of the today's sophisticated high tech industries, which are or which cannot fulfill with the help of conventional machining methods. So you have to go for advanced machining processes. When we talk of nano level surface finish or tolerances less than 10 micrometer, definitely you cannot get this kind of requirement on the component with conventional machining processes, where you are removing material in the form of chips, where the size of chip itself is few hundred microns if you see on the lower side, or sometimes in the form of few millimeters also. With this kind of removal of chip, you cannot definitely get nano level surface finish or micro products. So you need processes where you are removing material in the form of atoms or molecules, and the removal of the materials in the form of atoms and molecules you can get through this advanced machining processes, only using these advanced machining processes. So these are the different needs which we can satisfy using only advanced machining processes. Okay, and here I have mentioned the reference from where these all points are taken. Okay, thank you very much.
Hopefully you might have enjoyed the lecture. Then please do like the video and know your thoughts in comments. Please do share this video among your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. After subscription you can press the bell icon to never miss the notification regarding our new videos. Thank you so much.